Hey guys, Ryzen here, and I did hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'll be doing my game collection video. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and start with the Game Boy games. So anyway, apologies for the shaky cam. I am not very steady. But down here is the PlayStation TV, which I have the only game, I think I got 2 games for, but got Tales of Hearts R. I wonder if I probably don't even need the light. Turn off. There you go. So yeah, Tales of Hearts R. Pretty good game. Not too bad. Got my 3DS, PSP, and I have just a collection of various Game Boy games. Got Final Fantasy. I believe that's Final Fantasy Adventure. Yes. We got, this is Oracle of Ages. The label is not in good condition, unfortunately. Have a Mother 3 fan translation. Pretty cool. Sonic 3 Advance. Sonic 2 Advance. That's Link's Awakening DX again. Pretty bad label on that one, but it's alright. I have the Final Fantasy Legend series. Here's Legend 2. Legend 1. Legend 3's in there somewhere. Here's, this looks like Minish Cap. Yeah, that's Minish Cap. Oracle of Seasons. Found that at RetroCon. Some games I got online, but others I did not. I actually like going to retro stores. And, yeah, Pokemon Blue. I like going to, you know, like things like RetroCon to find games. This, you know, this is Pokemon. Which one is this? Silver. That's Pokemon Silver. Do have Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Yeah, I didn't really want that game, but it kind of came with another game I wanted. This Kingdom Hearts, I believe that's recoded. Yeah, it's recoded. Don't have a case for that, which really sucks. Oh well. Pokemon Crystal? Yeah, that's Crystal. Kind of hard to see it, but it's there. I have Link's Awakening, the original Game Boy version. Final Fantasy Legend 3. And the game I really wanted on the Game Gear is Crystal Warriors. Pretty good strategy RPG. Pretty simple game, but it's pretty cool. Sonic Advance 1, of course. I got the whole series there. Mega Man Battle Network. It's a fun game if you like card game-based RPGs. Very interesting. And Pokemon Ruby. And that's going to do it for the Game Boy games. Just leave them there for now. There's a couple of games up here. Not too many, but let's see. We got Hyrule Warriors. It's right there. That's Super Mario 3D World. Copy of Skyrim, GTA 5, Sims 3. I have multiple copies of Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and Tales of Graces F, Ni no Kuni. Now, you see, some of these are Liz's games that, obviously, when we got married, we combined our collection. So, Persona 4, Artonelico, Persona 3 FES, Tales of Xillia, Time and Eternity, which is a very crappy game. I don't recommend it. Rune Factory, Tides of Destiny. Ooh, sorry. And Rayman Origins, which is a very fun game, by the way. So now we're going to go downstairs and go to the real treasure trove, I guess. Hey guys, so this is the game tower. I know some people like to organize their games by system. I do not. We got, I don't know how close you can, if you need to zoom in or not. But we got, you know, GoldenEye, different 007 games, Everything or Nothing, Nightfire. I don't have the cases for some of these games, so that's Ace Combat, I think 4, and then 0. Ace Combat 5 here. Alter Beast on the Genesis. That's pretty good. Arc Rise Fantasia. Got Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. I have the Arc the Lad collection, but it's not right next to it for some reason. Good old Ape Escape. Ape Escape 2, sadly, no case. So, there it is. Ape Escape 3 is right next to it, as you can see. Arcana, which is a fun JRPG. Arc the Lad, the whole collection. Everything's in there. Got the Atelier Iris games. First two are really good. Not a big fan of the third one, but whatever. Arno Surge, Ode to an Unborn Star. I have not actually played it. Atelier Verona, which Liz has played it. It's weird,
Yeah,
to say the
it's not
least.
that great.
Bahamut Lagoon, the Super Famicom. Haven't played much of it, though. Battlefield 2. Not that I don't really care for it too much. Baten Kaitos. Weird game. Battletoads. Mainly because I wanted Ado to suffer it with me. Actually, I think it's unbeatable in 2-player mode. Blue Dragon, one of the better JRPGs on 360. Actually, one of the only ones. Bravely Default 1 and 2. I have both versions of Breath of Fire 3, which is bizarre. I don't know why I have both versions, but there they are. I don't have the right cover art, I think, for Breath of Fire 3, but whatever. Maybe I do. I don't think so, though. Breath of Fire 5, that's Dragon Quarter. I'm not even going to show you the disc, because I hate that game. Body Harvest on the 64. Got Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which, yeah, was pricey. But that's alright, it's a good game. City Skylines, PS4 version, got Chrono Cross. And, of course, what pisses my wife off a little bit is I have 3 versions of Chrono Trigger. I'm not going to show you the price on that because it cost a lot. But I got the DS version, Civ 4. I have Civ 3, but I don't know where it is. Ooh, the cats are going crazy. Yeah, Conflict Zone. I think this is Contra. Yeah, that's Contra, which came out of its little sleeve. Crystallis, Crimson Sea 2, Chaos Wars. What is this? Oh, that's the Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
Remake.
Yep, Dark Cloud 1 and 2, which I don't have the cases for. I don't have the cases for because I was an idiot and threw them out. Yeah, I didn't know any better. I think this is the Lunar. Yeah, it's the bonus disc for Lunar. Dawn of Mana, which is a terrible game. Oh yeah, there's Dark Souls. Dead Island, not a very good game in my opinion. Disgaea 1 through 4, plus D2. Tenkaichi series 1, 2, and 3. Got Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 and 3. I have one somewhere, but I think I lost it. Detroit, Become Human. Interesting game. Probably the best of the, not really point and click, those interactive movie type games. Donkey Kong Country, which I'm breaking. But Donkey Kong Country. The Dot Hack series, Dot Hack GU, the PS4 collection. Double Dragon, Dragon Warrior. And then I'm missing Dragon Quest 2 and 3 still, but I have 4, 5, and 6. I have Dragon Quest 7, the DS version. Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. Here's 8, 9, of course 11. Don't have 10 because it's the MMO. Driver 3, which is a terrible game. I don't know why I have that game. Drakengard 1, Dynasty Tactics 1 and 2. And then DW3 all the way up to 9. Including the complete collection of, I think, 8. Yeah. So, that's kind of okay, I guess. Oh yeah, Earthbound. Of course, the price sticker's on the front, too. Yeah, Earthbound's way overpriced. It's probably the most expensive game I own. It's not worth that as far as its value or gameplay value is concerned, but it holds a special place in my heart because it's the first JRPG I ever completed. Enchanted Arms, the PS3 version. Don't have a case for it, but whatever. Into the Matrix because I'm an idiot. It's in an NFL 2K3 case because I don't remember how I got that case, but whatever. I don't actually have NFL 2K3. What the hell is this game? Ephemeral Fantasia, which I haven't played, but I picked it up. Eternal Sonata, of course, since, you know, we recently LP'd that game. I got Fable 2. Here's Fasanadu. Mystic Quest. I like Mystic Quest. I know most people don't. Final Fantasy 1. Man, it's killing my knees, but Crystal Chronicles. Good for FF4. The Chrono Trigger version on it is not very good because of the load times. PSP version of FF1. FF Origins. We got Final Fantasy 2 in the PSP. Final Fantasy. This is FF2 for the Famicom, which is probably the worst Final Fantasy game, but no, it is. FF3 for the Famicom, the best of the Famicom Final Fantasy games. FF3DS, got 4 PSP Complete Collection, 4DS. I have a Famicom version of 5, well, Super Famicom. There is no Super Nintendo version, of course, it wasn't released here. I don't have the US FF3, but I do have a Super Famicom cart of FF6. So we got, that's Crisis Core, if you're curious. FF7, disc 1 through 3. Here's FF8. And FF9. Which is, somebody sharpied their name off of it, which is kind of funny, but it's all 4 discs. Second round of the tower. FF10 through 15. Both versions of 15. We didn't have the DLC, so we figured it was cheaper to buy it that way. Type 0, we got FF Tactics, Grimoire of the Rift. Dissidia 1 and 2, FF Tactics. Here's the PlayStation version of it. Good game. 4 Heroes of Light. I have a Fight Night game. That's round 2. Fire Emblem Warriors. Here's F-Zero. Pretty good game. Ghost Recon 1 and 2. Ghost Recon 1 is pretty good. Ghost Recon 2 is terrible. Gladius. Ado gave me this game because he was really bad at it. For some reason I have Godai, which, if you haven't seen the disc, that's what it looks like. It's a terrible game. I have Golden Sun, and what I consider the best Disney game on the Super Nintendo, Goof Troop. Grandia, of course, which is my next LP. Grandia 2, 3, Extreme, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I have 5 somewhere, but I guess it's not. Oh no, it was upstairs. High Heat Baseball 2004, Hitman 2, Blood Money, Absolution. Good old Illusion of Gaia if you like Insanity. I think this is the game that came with the 360 when I bought it. Never even opened it. Infinite Undiscovery, which is a very strange RPG. That's obviously unfinished, but why I have any Asha Feudal Combat, don't ask me. But there's Jade Empire, Kessen 1 through 3, and basically every Kingdom Hearts game except 4 Days. You know, there's Kingdom Hearts 1, Rechain of Memories 2, obviously the remixes, 2.8, Dream Drop Distance. Missing the 1.5 and 2.5 combined collection, but I don't care.
We're also missing the one that just came out, which is like the entire...
The story so far.
Yeah, the PS4 game.
Yeah. Last Story, which has pretty much what I consider the coolest case ever. You can, like, it's kind of raised. It's really cool. And then you open it up and the game's in there. Pretty awesome game. Game in the Nerd Gallery. One of my favorite games on the Wii. Got Last Remnant, Legaia 2, Lost Odyssey, which I just kept the case there to market, but I took them out of the case. The problem with Lost Odyssey is, in the case, is only one holder. It doesn't have those little flip case things, which I don't like. I think you can scratch discs that way, so I just, out of superstition, I separate them. Legend of Dragoon, fantastic game. Lunar 1 and 2, the PlayStation version. Whole bunch of useless Madden games that are worth nothing. It's funny how quickly their value loses. He's the GOAT. There he is. Tom Brady. Going to another Super Bowl. Mandakara 1 and 2. Manakemia. I think this is Manakemia 1. Yeah, Alchemist of Alrebus.
It's a weird game.
It is a weird game. That's pretty cool.
You haven't played it?
I played it a little bit. Mario Kart 64. Path of Neo, which is actually a much better Matrix game than Enter the Matrix. Oh yeah, I have a Max Drive, for those of you that are curious what that is. It lets you transfer save files from your PlayStation 2 to your computer. Pretty interesting. Mega Man, since I don't think you'll be able to see that without taking those out. Mega Man Legacy Collections, X Collection, and then the regular collection. Yeah, so it's Mega Man X1 through X8. Oh god, X7 is on there. And I would know, because I played it. Beat it with Ada. It's terrible. And then Mega Man 1 through 10. All of those are pretty good games. X series has some real stinkers in there, like 6 and 7, unfortunately. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Here's my MGS1. I do have the case, but it is quite broken, so I just threw it in there. I did not throw out the case because I want to keep it, just to have it. But MGS 2, 3. Here's the HD collection. Obviously MGS 3, or not 3, 4. MGS 5 is Ground Zeroes, which if I had gotten that when it first came out, I would have been pissed. It's like an hour-long game. Phantom Pain, which I'm not going to get in my thoughts of that game, but
It's
good,
there.
yeah, good gameplay, terrible story, which is disappointing. Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, if I can not break things. Got MLB The Show 14 through 17. Here's my Famicom cart of Mother 1. Yeah, the movies, which is interesting. MVP Baseball 2003, 2005. Naval Ops Commander, which is a cool game. NFL Street 2. Got Ni no Kuni 1 and 2. Yes, we have 2 copies of Ni no Kuni. I wasn't kidding. Just because Liz bought it as well before we lived together. Nier, which I'm not really a big fan of, but I know a lot of people like it. I do have Nier Automata, so stupid GameStop and your damn sticker. Ugh, stickers drive me nuts. What is this? Nuclear Strike? Yeah, it's Nuclear Strike. Pretty crappy game. Octopath Traveler, one of the best games on the Switch. I would highly recommend picking that up if you have a Switch. Odin Sphere, the original, and Leaf Thracier. Again, I'd recommend it. Great game. Crappy ass Oni. That's what the game looks like. It sucks. Don't ever get that game. Unless you're collecting. Persona 3 FES. Persona 3 Portable. Persona 4. And here's my other Vita game. Persona 4 Golden. And of course, Persona 5.
Great game.
Yep, you completed it. Liz did.
Great game.
Yeah, it's an excellent
It's a lot
game.
of fun.
Perfect Dark. One of the best 64 games. I like GoldenEye a little better, but still a good game. Pilot Wings on the Super Nintendo and the 64 Pilot Wings game. The one Master System game I've got, Phantasy Star 1, the original. Pretty good game. Despite the fact that it's obviously very old school. You have to like grinding and all that. Phantasy Star 2. I have a boxed copy of Phantasy Star 3, which is not really worth that much, but it's there. It's probably, I think it's considered the worst of the Phantasy Star games because it has that generational system. But of course I have Phantasy Star 4, which is widely considered to be the best one. Great game. Pretty much the last of the things. There's a little bit on the last shelf, but not much. Radiata Stories, Phantom Brave, which is a good strategy game. Quest 64, Resonance of Fate, if you like literally the most convoluted battle systems ever. Fun when you figure it out, but man. Record of Marry Everybody. Yeah, Record of Avarice War, 1 and 0. It's a game where you basically marry people, and it's weird. RTK 8, which is the one RTK game I could not figure out, sadly. But I did figure out 9, 10. There's 11 and 13. Oddly enough, 12 was never released here. Here's something funny. Here's Romancing Saga, which came in a Hollywood Video case. No, I did not get it from Hollywood Video. I don't actually remember where I got Romancing Saga from, but supposedly it's pretty good. I haven't actually played it. I've played a lot of my games, but I just have so many of a backlog, and I just don't have a lot of time with the YouTube channel to play a lot of them. But Radiant Historia, fantastic game. Completed that one. Highly recommend it. But there's also the remake now, which is really good. Highly recommend that. I have RPG Maker 3 and 2. This is actually Rygar. It's in a Left 4 Dead case, but I don't actually have Left 4 Dead, but there's Rygar. And Ado pawning off his garbage on me. Samurai Champloo game. Anime's great. Game sucks. Samurai Warriors 1, Extreme Legends. Got Skyrim.
2 copies of that.
Yes, we have 2 copies of it. This is the original Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt. Not that I can play Duck Hunt. Those of you that, well, I'm sure everybody knows this, but light guns sadly just don't work very well on modern TVs. Actually, they don't work at all. You have to have a CRTV. I think it has to do with the refresh rate of the... No, I think it has to do with it just doesn't pick up the light on the TV. So, I don't know. But Super Mario Odyssey, which I actually haven't played. Sorry, I know that's blasphemy, but I know it's very good. Shadow of Destiny, which is a weird game. Time travel, kind of like an adventure game. Pretty good stuff. Shadow Hearts 1, 2, and 3. It's just Covenant. And From the New World, which is out of order, so let's fix that. Don't have the case for Shadow Hearts 1. But excellent game. That case is actually breaking. I should replace that. Samurai Warriors 2 and Extreme Legends. Samurai Warriors 4, 4 Empires. Got some Secret of Evermore. Secret of Mana. Let's not cover the thing there.
Which I'm pretty sure they're coming out with a remake for.
They did. It already came out.
Oh.
It's not very good from what I hear. This is Seiken Densetsu 3. Yes, I created my own end labels. For some reason, there's no end labels on Super Famicom cards. Yet there is on English cards. I don't know why. On, Super Nintendo cards. There's no end labels on 64 cards either. So I created my own end labels when possible because it helps me just pick things out. Shadowrun, which I love a lot. It's a fantastic game, I think. I have the Sims busting out. But whatever. I have a very yellowed cart of Shin Megami Tensei 1. That's what it looks like. It's pretty good. But it's kind of suffers from that old school, what the hell do I do kind of thing. But the sequel is significantly better. And not as unfair as the first game. I also have Shin Megami Tensei 4, the DS version. Or 3DS version. Boxed Sonic 1. A good game. I apparently have the instruction manual too. Didn't even remember that, but... Sonic 2. Widely considered one of the best Sonic games. Sonic 3, I have a boxed copy of that. And I have Sonic and Knuckles, which is the strangest cart, because you are supposed to put the games on top of each other. I think the story with that was they couldn't fit it all in one cartridge, so they released it as 2 different games, with the ability to stack them on top of each other. Pretty cool. I guess I should open that up, but there's Sonic 3. Yeah, you can just go down there. That's Sonic trash. So there you go. Sonic 2006. Fine. I'll be less mean to it, but it's a terrible game. Soul Blazer. That's a good game. Got Soul Calibur 3 right here. Soul Calibur 4. Don't have a case for it, but there it is. Space Harrier 2. Game from my childhood. Oop. Need to turn that around. Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most impressive collection ever, but it's what I got. Spyro Trilogy, which is a good game, good remake for the original 3 games. I have Star Fox and Star Fox 64. And Star Ocean 1, that's the original. Super Famicom, never came out here. Which is funny because we got Star Ocean 2, not 1. So, here's disc 1. Disc 2. There it is. Star Ocean Last Hope, aka Star Ocean 4. Have the international version because the anime style fits the game much better. Great battle system, terrible story. Star Ocean 5 is bleh.
I don't even know what is going on in that game, to be totally honest with you.
Bleh.
I played
mediocre.
it. It's really not that great.
Yeah, it's mediocre, if you ask me. You got Star Tropics and Star Tropics 2. Here's Star Tropics 1, Star Tropics 2. Pretty good games on the NES. Star Trek Voyager. This is Shattered Universe. This is not Voyager. This is a game with Sulu in it. Not very good. However, even though I don't really like Voyager that much, it has a great shooter. Elite Force. That's an excellent game if you like shooters. One of my favorite shooters of all time, actually. First-person shooters. Battlefront 2. Not the shitty one. The good one.
I did recently read that there was supposed to be an open-world Star Wars game coming out, but it got shot down by the company
Got canceled by
or
Disney.
something.
Rogue Squadron. Shadows of the Empire, which did not age well, sadly, but good game. Back in the day, just not very good today. But Rogue Squadron's still good today. Rogue Squadron holds up real well. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yeah, this happens sometimes where I have trouble getting games back in the thing. Here's Summoner 1 and Summoner 2. Summoner 1, launch title for the PS2. Did an LP on it. I like it.
We'll link it in the description.
Summoner 2. Star Ocean 2. Summoner 2, which... it's pretty good as a sequel. Even though I think it kind of ruins the plot of the first game, but whatever. Suikoden 2... Suikoden 2, whatever. Yeah, it costs a lot. To be fair, it's one of the best strategy RPGs of all time, so... I have Suikoden 4, which, again, Pont is trash on me, so... Widely considered the worst Suikoden game, because you drive around on a boat all day with 2 seconds getting into an encounter every 2 seconds, so, it's fun. Smash TV. Have a Famicom version. Well, it's only a Famicom game. Sweet Home, which is a horror RPG. It's actually a very good game. I highly recommend it if you have a ways of playing a Famicom game. There is a fan translation as well online, so that's pretty cool. That's Smash TV. Super Off-Road, even though it's on the NES. Actually, one of the few 4-player games on the NES. Whole bunch of Tales games. Pretty much about everyone that was released here. Tales of the Abyss. Don't have the, what's the other version? The
3DS.
3DS version. Tales of Berseria. One of my favorite Tales games of all time. Tales of... I believe this is, this is Tales of Destiny. Tales of Eternia, Disc 1. I have the other 2 discs right in here, right next to it. I'll show those off, but I bought these before they became outrageously overpriced. I think now each of these go for over $100 a piece. I got both of these as a collection for I think $55, which was a good deal. But that was like 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. Yeah, the price of retro games kind of goes up over time. There's less and less supply. Plus, there's speculators on them as well. Tales of Grace's F. Here's Tales of Legendia, which, whether it's good or not, is kind of divided in the fan base. And started it all. Super Famicom, Tales of Fantasia. Put my own end label on it. Tales of Symphonia, I have the GameCube version, the Wii version of Dawn of the New World. Here's the HD re-releases of them.
Very good.
Yep.
I beat both games.
And of course, Vesperia, good version. Vesperia, fantastic version. No, seriously, get Vesperia Definitive Edition. It's amazing. Tales of Xillia, I have the limited edition, as if that remotely matters, but I think it came with an art book. Yeah, it did. Here's the game case. Good game, one of the better Tales games. Not as good as I think its sequel, but that would be Tales of Xillia 2.
The sequel's fantastic.
Yep.
Made me cry.
Tales of inferior prequel to Berseria.
Tales of
Or
garbage.
sequel to Berseria.
Just not good.
It came out before Berseria, but it is technically a sequel to Berseria.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time, one of the best beat-em-ups of all time. Tournament Fighters, one of the best Street Fighter clones that you can get. I have Tekken 4, which is the only Tekken game I got. Not too into fighters, but there it is. One of the most pain-in-the-ass games to find. I did order this one online, and it took me forever to find a copy. This is Terranigma. It's the PAL version. It's the UK PAL version, because there are, obviously, I think there's a German version. But that doesn't help me, because I need it in English, so... There's Terranigma. Good game. Fantastic game, really. Tiger Woods, PGA Tour 07. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which I was recommended. Haven't played it yet, but should be good. Twisted Metal Black, pretty good car combat game. Trash. AKA, nobody knows how to play you because you're a tabletop RPG with no tutorials at all, so thanks. Yeah, Unlimited Saga, I like to call it, how the hell do I open a treasure chest? Because literally opening a treasure chest is not explained to you. And yes, you need a tutorial on it. Because you can't just open the chest, that would be too easy. Whatever. Valkyria Chronicles, I do not have the HD version. I'm thinking about picking it up at some point, but... Valkyria Chronicles 4, which is pretty damn good from what I've played so far. Venetica, I think you bought me that game.
I think I did.
Randomly. Okay, this is going to be really strange. This is literally the first PS2 game I ever bought. Ages ago. Kind of funny, but it is there. WWL Thunder Tanks. Wild Arms 1. It's a remake, Alter Code F, which I think is really expensive now. Hard to find. Wild Arms 2. I have the case for Wild Arms 2, but again, it's breaking, so I just decided... Oh, that's 3. Wild Arms 2. I don't have the case to 3. I'm debating every time I see the case of 3 to pick it up, just because I love Wild Arms 3. It's probably my favorite JRPG of all times. I have 4, 5. I believe this is pronounced Crossfire, even though it says XF, but whatever. It's kind of like how Xenoblade X is Xenoblade Cross. Like, really? If you say so. I see an X, but okay.
Well, it's how the Apple X is the Apple 10. Or the iPhone 10, sorry.
Yeah, but that's a Roman numeral. That's different. Like, Roman numeral is X. I mean...
Yeah, but still, same sort of concept.
Then again, I've heard that, like, on the PS2 controller, PS1 controller, like, I've always pronounced the button the X button, but apparently it's the cross button.
I've never heard that either. I've always called it the X button.
So, that seems weird to me. I thought it's X and circle. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because nobody says X and O.
Better hurry up. My hand's starting to shake like crazy.
Sorry. Here's Wii Sports.
It's fun.
Yep.
Fun party game.
Fun party game. World of Final Fantasy.
I really enjoyed it.
We did get the extended version of it.
I have to replay the whole game to...
Online.
The game's really hard to go back in and, like, go back to your old towns because the enemies don't scale with you.
Yeah, you gotta
So
start
you'll
over.
be fighting like level 1 enemies at like level 60. So it's
Yeah,
just
if you do
really
it in
you
Game
can't
Plus.
capture them. It's just too difficult.
Wolverine's Revenge, if you remotely care. It's a terrible game. Different SmackDown games. You got Here Comes the Pain. That's SmackDown versus Raw. Just Bring It. Shut your mouth. That's SmackDown 2. I don't have SmackDown 1.
We're coming to the end, folks.
Yeah. Sadly, when I turn this around, there will not be much here. I have not built this up yet. By the way, this thing costs like $200, and it's a fantastic space saver. So I highly recommend this tower.
It took like 12 hours to put together.
Pain in the ass to put together.
So if you don't mind spending your whole day reading the atrocious instructions to put it together, have at it. But it's also the biggest pain in the ass if you have to move it as well.
Yeah.
So
this top comes out.
it's not the best shelf in my opinion.
So 2006, 7, 8. I don't have 9 apparently. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. XCOM Enemy Unknown. There's No Mercy for the 64. We have more garbage over here. X Squad. It sucks. Don't ever get that game. Xenoblade Chronicles, which we had to struggle to even get over here. One of the best games I've ever played. Xenoblade 2, awesome sequel. Xenoblade X, not my favorite, but pretty good. It's actually getting pretty good.
It's getting better. I'm getting later into the plot, and it's actually
getting good.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it's going to hold up.
I do have the case of Xenogears, but again, the case is breaking on me, so...
White discs, interesting.
Yeah, I just figured I'd put it in this to protect it better. Xenosaga series, 1, 2 is the second disc there. Xenosaga 3, disc 1 and disc 2. Xenosaga 3 is actually a very good RPG. Yoshi's Island. And we've got Breath of the Wild. Highly recommend it. Hyrule Warriors. Also pretty good. Of course, gold carts, which is going to be Zelda 1 and 2. There's 1. Is that? No, that's 2. And that's 1. So, pretty good games. I know some people don't like Zelda 2. I like it, but I like RPGs, so. Link to the Past. It's actually a bit broken on me, but I thought the cart works, but the plastic broke on the back. Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask, one of my favorite games of all time. Link Between Worlds, awesome sequel to Zelda 3. Goddamn, why am I... A Link to the Past. How did I forget that? It's one of my favorite games. Did a brain lapse. Twilight Princess. Great game. Wind Waker HD. Another great game. Spirit Tracks. One of the more meh Zelda games. Still pretty good. There's no bad Zelda games. Except for the CDI games, but I pretend those don't exist. And Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which is a bizarre game, yet very, very good. Sounds like it'd be a terrible game, but it's not. So that's basically every game I own. Down there is the N64. There is no thing over there, so I guess I can take it. Kitties!
Oh, my arm. I just held my arm up for like a half hour.
I know. Well, there's the kitties. Okay, folks. Got my Xbox 360 over here. There's the PS4. Got a Wii U there. There's the controller for it. I can't really see that, can you? Okay. There's like a million wires here. Here's the Wii pad. The Wii game pad, as they say. Printer. I don't know why you care about a printer, but it's there. There's my PBR too. What I record. Yeah, printer sucks. PlayStation 3. The fat one. PS2. Retron 5. Just Space Saver. Instead of having all the different consoles. I know it's an emulator box. Some people don't like that. I don't care too much. I know they apparently stole some emulators, and that's kind of a crappy thing to do, but it saves me some space, so... Because as you can see, I'm basically full here, and I would need to buy more shelving if I got an original Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, etc. Plus, I'd have to probably put it over there for the CRTV. Yes, I have a CRTV. It's actually my mother's TV. She had to keep it somehow. Oh yeah, and here's the Wii. I have, the sensor bar there. I think that's everything. PS4? Did I show the PS4? I don't know, but there it is. And that's basically everything that I have. The 360 and its giant box. Oh, and I guess if you want to see my computer, there it is. There's my computer tower. And there's my computer monitor. So that's the game collection. Not the most impressive game collection in the world, but I like it. I mean, I also have some controllers that I didn't bother showing, but I have like original Super Nintendo controllers and Sega Genesis controllers and regular NES controllers. Obviously, I think you saw the 64 controllers and all the Wii modes and stuff. But yeah, and that'll do it for the game collection. So hopefully this was pretty good. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hopefully I can stay above 1,000 subscribers. And appreciate all the support. So thanks, guys. Take care.